Alright, Webb, this video is for you. Me and my brother are going to go on a little adventure. Try to figure out why Waffle House isn't shitty. If your name isn't Webb, this video is not for you. Just stop watching it now. This is a picture of my family, right after Nick and I got back from the 2 Waffle Houses. The babies are watching Blippi. What does Blippi have to do with Waffle House? Well, I'll get to that in a minute, but first, let's make a drink. So I'll probably get in trouble for even talking about it, but other parents know when you have your first baby in the hospital, they give you this book that has all these rules. One of them is about securing your alcohol. Knife! A lot of motovloggers do these really cool, planned out shots that obviously take a lot of time, and I just don't do that. Webb in particular does some amazing ones. I don't even want to think about how long he takes doing some of those. But this is just a little parody here. I am getting some special kind of enjoyment from knowing that you are watching this mundane task right now.
These are called farms. You can put the meat in the ground, pour water on them, and they grow food like pizza.
Pizza plant. The guy in Wall-E, the cat. Daddy, can't grow
This doesn't make any sense to me, but you're supposed to not lock it up so that your kids could get into it if they really wanted to, but you have to make it obvious enough to them as they're getting your alcohol that you don't want them to get it so that they just feel bad, like some passive-aggressive person wrote the rule book. I don't know. I didn't make the rules, but so y'all know me, and y'all know the bike. This is my brother Nick, and we're going to be stupid right now, because he's never been on a motorcycle, and I've never been 2 up. So, he doesn't really know what's going on here. Neither do I, frankly, but that's alright. So Nick, what you're going to do is wrap your arms around me, and then what you don't want to do is when the bike is turning, you don't want to turn against it. Because the bike needs to lean. It's okay that it leans. Don't try to go the other way. You don't have to lean with it so much. Just be still. Alright, your feet are going to go here and here. And you're going to get off first when I tell you to. And you're not going to get on until I tell you to. You're going to be my bitch, basically. Yeah. Yeah, we tried to do this when it was dark out, but it's just starting to get light. Alright, Nick, come on. You in position? Alright. Yeah, tighter, man. You got your face shield down? Alright. Alright, so being 2 up is definitely really weird. It's like I'm super fat and there's a big lump on my back that keeps hitting me. Now I gotta tiptoe this bike, so I'm a little bit worried about stopping at the stoplight. And I feel kind of guilty that I got full gear and my brother's like, squid it up. But whatever. It'll probably work out. And the whole point of this video is to kind of throw caution to the wind and just have a good time. Alright, Nick, hop on off. Alright, we're at the first Waffle House out of 2, and we didn't die. We'll see if we get to the second one, and
That's a whole different story.
make it home. Thanks. But this is inspired by the homie Bill, going to all the Waffle Houses in Tucson, Arizona, and I'm eating it one. I'm one-upping you. I'm eating it both. Oh, I gotta take a bite. Right.
Ah, there we go.
So Nick, I've never seen someone eat bacon with a fork before. It's a little weird.
Well, I don't want to get the grease on my fingers and on your motorcycle.
That's the American way.
The Chinese way would be with bacon, with chopsticks.
My brother, although I told him, did not realize that this is the first time I've had his A1 on the back of the bike, and now he's less nervous because he's already been on it, but he's way more nervous because he thinks I'm incompetent. So we've been to the first Waffle House, and now we're going to the second one, and we have to jump on the interstate to get the second one. We're about to do something very stupid. 2 up the interstate with 0 experience. Alright, brother, get off. Well, near the end there, you're so much on me, it's like, ah!
I was just like, I grip onto them all of a sudden, weights in one spot.
Yeah, better you hang on than you let go, though. So how'd you like going 100?
It was nice. I could tell you were. I was like, he's gonna be ramping up there.
Yeah, I just got up to 100 because I know how that helmet deals with speed, and I thought it would be funny.
Like, when you were really starting to get like up to like 995, I could just feel it pressing against the front of my face.
Get off your bike there.
Well, when Hef and Bill and the other guy who I don't know went to Waffle House, none of them got waffles, so we have to get waffles since it's at Waffle House.
Yes. About maybe 4 or 5 years ago, when I had my roommate in college, him and I got into this pretty heated argument about how he would always get waffles at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. And, you know, I kind of worked there for 5 years, and I was like, I don't think we're getting waffles at Cracker Barrel. But he was adamant, so I took him to Cracker Barrel and went to tell him we've never served waffles at any location.
So he just had this false memory?
Yes, like the Mandela effect. That's what I should chalk it up to.
It's not the universes colliding, and he actually had that experience, and you did not?
Look, he might have had some kind of like ethereal experience where he communicated with another one of himself from another universe.
Well, they have pancakes at Cracker Barrel.
They do.
They don't have
yes.
waffles?
They do not have waffles.
I would have thought they'd have waffles.
Y'all ready?
Wait, are you?
Yes.
What can I get for y'all?
These things recording?
Yeah. So I'm texting Bill here about getting my brother up to 100 miles per hour and sending him a picture of the shirt.
Okay, so this is what happens. I get a text from him yesterday, a Friday
Are
evening,
you really talking to the camera?
and he says, "Hey, I've got an idea. I need you to get your ass over here an hour away at 6 o'clock in the morning before the sunrise, so you can come ride on the back of my motorcycle, and so we can get Waffle House twice." I was just like, hell yes, that is definitely a way to spend a Saturday morning.
Does she always say stay safe? It wasn't about the She doesn't care if you get on a motorcycle.
She just always just tell me when you make it safely, at least. So, okay.
Oh, you didn't text her.
Thanks for the wrap.
Okay.
Multitask.
Hold your penis with one hand and your phone with the other.
Exactly.
But all he says is,
Gentlemen,
Right.
are you gonna need any mayonnaise?
Okay, thank you.
I have your waffles coming, okay?
Great.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
Appreciate it. You can protect the environment is, it's not flashy, but reusing. And then like that motorcycle
I got it
regrowth.
today.
Yeah, you use less toilet paper. But I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
Because of the water that
But I'm keeping an old vehicle on the road so that I don't buy a new vehicle and then replace the new vehicle with one that they're going to build so someone else buys. Thank you. Have some waffles since we're at Waffle House. Did you not have that confrontation with him?
I was super psyched.
Well, that's good. This is the YouTube video that we have.
Part 17. Wow, I love Waffle House so damn much.
Oh, that's right. So I was going to say what my theory was. So after watching his video, my theory is that he was down on his luck and his money, and he got offered a part in a porno movie that was starred him and Waffle House. They were talking about COVID and how the girl could not go to school and meet boys, and that's why the situation with her parents was going on. It was like, why would everyone watch this with the volume on? And my thought is, it must be a joke. Like, we know people only watch this with the volume off, so let's make the sound funny because we're in a terrible situation ourselves where we're only in this to support our cocaine habits. Let's laugh so we don't cry. Because I mean, I don't think anyone could watch that with the volume on.
There's a lot of stuff I don't know how people watch.
Appreciate it.
There was this one, somebody said it was like that, seriously. And, this girl was getting tattooed while doing the deed. And I was just kind of in awe while I was watching her. I don't know how to tattoo this steady hand.
He did it. That's the whole tip. Yeah. It was a terrible tattoo. This is $40. You always want tip good. I mean, if you're picking up food, not during the pandemic, no tip makes sense. But right now, like, you gotta tip no matter what. Especially if you're eating in good tip.
People think big tips are sexy.
Do they?
That's my girlfriend says.
Well, that's just stupid. I mean, what about the people who... You're talking about like $100 tip or $20 tip.
No, just not tipping crappy.
That's more accurate.
Because people actually look at that, believe it or not, when they're trying to see if they want to date somebody. If they tip poorly, that's a red flag.
Oh, you mean if you're... It's not a message to the server. I thought you were saying it's a message to the server. No, it's just not being a terrible human being.
Not being a terrible human being is sexy.
Yeah, and I've never, I've never been a server, but you have. And how do people normally tip?
Typically about $1.50 to $2 per person. I'll say that.
Yeah. But I mean, the whole thing is set up so you have to get a $5 tip or you're working less than minimum wage.
Yes.
And then there's some people that don't tip at all. And then every now and then, like 1,000 person, there's one person who's like,
tip.
I'll give you a good tip because everyone else tips crappy, but that doesn't make up for it.
You know, that magical $100 tip, everybody told me it's going to happen one day. For 5 years, it never.
Never got $100 tip.
Closest I ever got was
That was really hard, riding two up, because you're leaned over. I'm like, stay cool, stay young. The thing about Blippi is I am terribly concerned about someone recording you doing something and your life being ruined, and this totally not safe for work clip of Blippi gives me hope that the world is not as crazy as I have been thinking it is. What does Blippi have to do with Waffle House? Well, you might have noticed that I did not order the chocolate chip waffles. And that's because you don't want to know where they come from.
The Harlem Shake.